Here we go with another right little shit show. Or, like I'm going to keep calling these now, skits. These are little mini false flags that these people are trying to put forward on all of us, on all the Irish people. They really think it's that easy to fool you. All they have to do is look like they're passionate about something. That's all they have to do. Anyone can do this. Anybody can do this. But actors, they're slightly better because they've had many years of training of doing it, right? So when we all seen the sort of mass, well, what was really telling was that last video I did of the meeting that took place in the hotel, City West Hotel. Well, it was about the City West Hotel. I'm not sure if it took place within it, but it was about the City West Hotel. And Mr. Wallace from Sinn Féin got up. Now, before I continue, I'm telling you now, you people that are regular viewers of my videos know that they're all on the same side. It doesn't matter if they're Sinn Féin, it doesn't matter if they're Fianna Fáil, it doesn't matter if they're Fine Gael, it doesn't matter if they're onto. All these people put on a Punch and Judy show to keep the masses manipulated, to keep us all segregated into different little boxes. Oh, you're Sinn Féin, are you? Alright, well then you're that side. Oh, you're Fianna Fáil, are you? Right, well, you're that side. And then you're supposed to adhere to whatever that party is pushing. Which, I mean, they've got the last 100 years out of playing this same rule book on us. Okay? So, with that said, the reason Mr. Harris has upped his game here and basically he's lost the plot. It looks like he's lost the plot. But in a way it's an acting, it's a show for them. It's a show. He's trying to show that he's passionate about something. When in reality, the man doesn't give two hoots about Ireland, herself, or our people. It's clear as day. We all know this. Because the main focus of these people for the last 5 years, since I'm going to start since the Great Whooping Cough. People out there might have some other things before that, but I'm going to start at the Great Whooping Cough. So since 2019, 2020, it used to be Varadkar, and he was another good actor. Okay, has since gone on to go and work for J&J, Johnson and Johnson. This is what they do. You see, they just fuck them out, get them. You come in, you write, if you pass a few laws. No one, of course, can question him or anything like that because of his sexual orientation. You dare say anything bad against them, well then, therefore, you're homophobic. You see how it works? They have all these things in place. So once you say anything against them, that's it. They've got a label and whatever ready for you. The thing is, all those excuses, all those names, all those labels like far right, racist, fascist, homophobic, they've all run their course. Now it's they're going back to this Palestine-Israel thing, right? The reason Harris is acting like this now is because everyone's sort of copped on to the fact that once we show concern about these lads going into our areas, when a politician addresses that, they jump to them labels of the far right, fascist, blah de blah, but the people aren't having any of it, and just say that's absolutely ridiculous. This is a serious concern that the people of Ireland have. It has nothing to do with being far right or any political alignments that one might have. Okay? So this is why you see Mr. Harris acting like this now. On the 29th, here we go, look, 29th. So this was today, this was tonight, or earlier on this evening. So let's have a listen.
Roof. Israel has an umbilical cord attachment to America. They are the biggest supplier of arms to America. America is the biggest supplier of arms, followed by the EU. And you're waiting for a morally corrupt and inept EU to take action. They're the second biggest supplier of arms to the genocide. Let's call a spade a spade. We have no difficulty, and you've had no difficulty, criticising Russia.
I'll just add there a little, see the way she used that, spade, let's call a spade a spade. It's racist if a normal person uses that saying now, isn't that mad? On certain platforms, that's actually classed as racist. See how it's seeped into fucking everything? Because it's one of the tools they use. They know that if they use these labels, that it will cause people, like Mr. Wallace of Sinn Féin was trying to do in that hotel or at that meeting. He was trying to use those words to try put fear in people that if they stand up and question it, that's what you're going to be labelled. Right? Continue. And I know this woman was the one who initiated the conversation about Israel-Palestine, but it's Harris's reaction to it.
Same condemnation has not been used in relation to Israel, identifying it as the aggressor that's perpetuating genocide. Your facial expressions don't help tarnish that in that manner. This is far too serious.
I've just said that.
Well, you can stand
Israel
up,
is
you can say
genocide.
a lot of things, and then you watch Shannon being used, an occupied territories bill that is going nowhere at the moment. Trade with Europe. We are a small country. It's time that we led, given our history. It's time we called for an absolute ceasefire, led in the UN, and make our words mean something and call out the narrative for what it is. And the narrative is Israel is a rogue state. It is not a democratic state. It is absolutely going. That narrative has allowed a congressman come here just 2 months ago into this room who has said, go in and beat the SHIT out of Palestine. A congressman defeated by one of your colleagues and by another colleague in Fianna Fáil. How dare you shake your head? You stand up.
You have to conclude,
stand up and account for what we're going to do when you say there are war crimes and a genocide.
Yeah, thanks. I hope
You see, they're all ruffled. They're all ruffled. Yet they're still trying to keep that focus on the Israel-Palestine thing. But they're only ruffled because of what's happening. Like I've been saying, the veil is lifting on all of these people. And they're in panic stations. So they have to up the game when it comes to the Punch and Judy show. So here's Mr. Harris's response that I wanted you to see.
I'll get an extra 38 seconds as well, because there was a great amount of palaver being levelled at me there. So you have such vitriolic dislike for Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil that you cannot ever actually come above and rise to the moment. We are the first government in the European Union to say what Israel is doing is genocide. Do you hear that, Deputy? It is genocide. They're committing war crimes. And we're going to pass the occupied Palestinian territory.
Good.
Okay, we're going to pass that. We're going to pass it. We're going to pass it as quickly as possible. It's going to go to the Foreign Affairs Committee in the month of June. While you're standing here just throwing brickbats at me, we're working to support the people of Palestine. And the only chamber I ever go into in the entire world where people don't acknowledge that Ireland, the government, the people of Ireland are standing with the people of Palestine, standing up for human rights, standing up for international law, is here when you get up and distort with your ideology the actions of this government. I'm proud of the people of this country. I'm proud that we went into an election and it didn't matter what party you were in. You stood up and said, we are going to support the people of Palestine. Get beyond yourself with this narrative of you have all the moral authority and we're terrible people. I'm disgusted and sickened watching children dying on our television screens. And every day I come to work and work with old people in here to do our best to show leadership at a time of horrific conflict.
You see, she's quite content with that. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. You're right. Honestly, you're right. That's what that face is saying to me. Because it's just a fucking game for these people. They don't care about Ireland whatsoever. Hence all the focus abroad. The way he mentions watching children die every day on the TV. Well, what about children in Ireland? What about this hospital that they're supposed to build? I'm sure children are passing away just because that hospital isn't built. What about the 14,000 homeless, 3 to 4K of which are children, as far as I know? You see? It's just one big show for them. They don't give a bollocks, people. And I know I sound like a broken record, but what else? What can we do? You have to just show these people for what they are. It's just Punch and Judy.